In a world that moves at lightning speed, where opinions scream louder than truth, where every misstep is amplified, and every emotion magnified, we often find ourselves caught in the storm. But what if you could be the stillness in that storm? What if your mind became your sanctuary? This is not a promise of an easy life. This is a call to strength, silent, unwavering, and serene. Welcome to the Stoic Way. 2,000 years ago, in the heart of the Roman Empire, a philosophy emerged that would outlive emperors, outlast dynasties, and resonate through the centuries. Not a cold detachment, but a warm, fierce clarity. A discipline forged not in temples or ivory towers, but on battlefields, in exile, in grief, and in silence. Stoicism teaches one truth above all. You cannot control the world, but you can master how you respond to it. This is where emotional resilience is born. Imagine standing in front of two doors. Behind one, things you can control. Your actions, your judgments, your mindset. Behind the other, everything else. The weather, other people, the past. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let that sink in. Most of our suffering stems from trying to change what isn't ours to change. A Stoic learns to stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable, and redirects that power inward. Epictetus was born a slave, crippled in body, unbroken in spirit. He taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about the last time you were hurt, angry, overwhelmed. Now ask, was it the event or your interpretation that caused the turmoil? Stoicism doesn't ask you to suppress emotions. It asks you to understand them, to question them, to transmute them. You don't ignore fear. You explore it. You don't deny grief. You honor it and move forward with purpose. This is emotional resilience. Not immunity to pain, but power through it. Close your eyes. Imagine losing everything you take for granted. Your job, your health, a loved one. Painful? Yes. Morbid? Perhaps. But powerful. This Stoic practice premeditation malorum is not about negativity. It's about clarity. When you imagine loss, you prepare for it. You stop fearing it. You start valuing what you have deeply, fiercely, immediately. And when life does strike, as it always will, you are not shattered. You are ready. Every night, Marcus Aurelius would write, not for fame, not for others, but for himself. A Roman emperor, laying bare his fears, his failures, his hopes. His words echo across time. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Stoics practiced daily journaling. It's not a trend. It's a tool to sharpen self-awareness, to realign your soul. Ask yourself, where did I falter today? Where did I grow? What truly matters? Write with honesty. Read with compassion. Grow with intention. At the core of Stoicism are four virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. Every decision you make is a chance to embody these. Wisdom to know what matters. Courage to act on that wisdom. Justice to treat others rightly. Temperance to master your desires. When you live by these, you become unshakable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. And your strength is quiet. Your peace, profound. Emotional resilience is not about building walls. It's about building depth. Not running from pain but walking through it with open eyes. Not silencing the noise but hearing it, and choosing not to be moved by it. This is the Stoic way. A path of inner peace, paved with self-discipline and courage. A journey not to control the world, but to master the one within. And that changes everything. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. If this message resonated with you, reflect on it. Live it. And share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because strength, spreads quietly. Just like peace. True transformation lies not in epiphanies, but in repetition. Small habits, repeated daily, build the unshakable character of a Stoic. Let's begin where each day begins. The morning. As the sun rises, so should your intention. Ask yourself, what will I face today? How will I respond with wisdom? Just 5 minutes of mindful reflection can shift your entire day. You are not preparing for comfort, you are preparing for character. Life will test you. A harsh word. A delay. A disappointment. But this is not misfortune. This is your training ground. Pause. Breathe. Recall. Is this within my control? If not, let it go. If yes, act with clarity. Before sleep, look inward. Right. What did I do well? Where did I stray from virtue? What will I do better tomorrow? Growth is not loud. It is consistent. These daily rituals are not about perfection. They are about practice. Every day, a new chance to align with who you aspire to be. Stoicism is not a philosophy to be admired. It is a discipline to be lived. So live it. In your thoughts. In your actions. In the quiet, noble resilience of your heart. The ancient Stoics did not have smartphones or traffic or inboxes overflowing with messages. But they knew the essence of all suffering is the same. And so is the path to peace. Let's apply their wisdom to modern struggles. Anxiety is the fear of what might happen. But the Stoic asks, is this real or is this imagined? Focus on the present task, not the outcome. Epictetus reminds us, some things are up to us and some are not. Do what you can and surrender the rest. Action replaces anxiety. Criticism wounds only when ego listens. A Stoic listens for truth, not for approval. Ask, is there value in this feedback? If yes, use it. If not, release it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you are not harmed by the insult, only by your opinion of it. Guard your mind. Own your peace. Failure is not the end. It is refinement. A teacher in disguise. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Fail forward. With grace. With grit. You cannot control others. You can only control how you show up. With honesty. With kindness. With boundaries. When someone acts with malice, remember, they do not harm you. They harm themselves. Respond with clarity. Not chaos. In every encounter seek virtue, not victory. The modern world will try to steal your stillness. But Stoicism offers an anchor. A code. A compass. You are not just reacting, you are choosing. Moment by moment. That is true freedom. That is emotional resilience. And the world needs it now, more than ever. We begin with the family, the foundation of every society. Children are not born resilient. They become resilient through the strength they observe, the values they inherit, and the examples set before them. Teach your children not to fear adversity, but to meet it with curiosity. When they stumble, remind them it's not the fall that defines them, but how they rise. Model calm in chaos. Let your actions speak where words falter. Show them the power of choosing response over reaction. If a child learns that emotion can be observed, not obeyed, they learn one of life's greatest freedoms. Raise them with roots in reason and wings of courage. Let them question. Let them fail. Let them endure. And always remind them they are not what happens to them, but what they choose to become. Beyond the home, Stoicism thrives in community. We are meant to walk this path together. Find those who seek virtue over vanity, growth over gossip. A community of thinkers, not complainers. Of builders, not blamers. In a Stoic circle, you don't compete to impress, you collaborate to improve. Offer accountability without shame. Offer honesty without ego. Support without enabling. Together, we build not only resilient individuals but resilient cultures. Imagine workplaces where leadership is measured by humility and composure. Where setbacks are not crises, but classrooms. Imagine schools where character is valued as much as achievement. Imagine neighborhoods where stillness is not rare, but rooted. This is not fantasy. It begins with one choice. Yours. A Stoic life is not lived in isolation. It is lived in intention. Every interaction is a chance to practice patience. Every conflict, a chance to practice compassion. Every hardship, a chance to deepen resolve. And in a world so hungry for depth, your quiet strength will echo louder than noise ever could. You don't need permission to live this way. You just need commitment. You don't need applause. Just purpose. And when you live with that purpose, consistently, deliberately, you won't just cultivate emotional resilience. You will embody it. And that is the mark not just of a Stoic, but of a leader. A guide. A light in a world of flickering shadows. Live this truth. Become the calm in the chaos. The voice of reason in the roar. The example, not the exception. This is your path. This is the Stoic way. And the journey.